Mr. 2Face.
Yep.
Let me start off. I can remember my Yoruba is a Bawani.
Bawani.
Yeah.
Oh.
So how's things today? How's everything been so far?
Yeah, so far so cool. It's rainy, but you know, we're not getting wet.
And it's not like back home when it'll be, even when it's raining, it's still hot. It's still
yeah,
raining. Yeah. Everyone has to.
Yes.
So actually, before we even start, we're talking about how some of your experiences, you being in the Caribbean and people like noticing you. I mean, how does it feel to know that your music has traveled so far across the world?
Oh, it's a good feeling. It's a wonderful feeling. You know, when you start with a dream, and just a few people know you. But when it gets to the level that, you know, people know you from even outside your country, outside your continent, it becomes amazing. You know, that's when they say your reputation what's with that English again? Your reputation precedes you. You know, so now, man, it's all good. I'm happy.
Now you've won so many awards. So which one means the most to you and why?
It would be unfair for me to say one means more to me than another one, because all of them have their own significance. You know, all of them have their own area and people that supported and made it happen. So I would like to dodge that question by just saying all my awards are important to me. Yeah.
So how do you balance being a father with a career? Because obviously your workload must be a lot, but then also being a father, how do you balance those two? Man, it's not easy. There's really no balance, because you know the time you miss a lot of time. You know, it's crazy, but you know we get by the grace of God. You know, I just try to create the time and make it happen. Right. But it's not easy, you know. But then being where you are today, like you're like the forefather, because everyone remembers you're his My African Queen. Like, how does it feel to know that you got a song that, well, like we're talking about you being recognized, but your music, a song that you wrote, did you ever think it was gonna get that far at the time?
You know, I hoped it would. When the song was being recorded, I mean, I prayed it would, I hoped it would. And when it came out, you know, it was like, boom. All of a sudden it was everywhere, you know. And, I mean, I would say I was surprised at the speed, but I wasn't surprised at the fact that the song went that far. Yeah.
Okay. Now, we're in the UK. Now, is there anyone in the UK that you actually want to work with in a collaborative form? In
the UK? Man, there are plenty. There are plenty, but you know, I still remain a die-hard fan of Sade Adu, so you know, I definitely would love to do something with her, man. I still have a crush on her till today. Till right from when I was like till today, man.
Well, what is it like? Cause
she's beautiful, man.
She is. She's lost in the moment.
Sade Adu.
Now back home, we'll talk about how is it for you, like back home, like, you know, because you must be a known face. Does it get a bit tense? Can you go everywhere where you like to go? Do you have to have security? Like, what is it? What's a day in a life like for you back home? Like
me, man, I like to be very free. You know, I like to be free. There's sometimes when I require security, but you know, most of the times, you know, I like to just hang out, just go peaceful. If somebody tries to disrespect then we'll have a problem. But if not, just let me be. I'll let you be. No.
How does it feel being obviously it's been a long time you've been a solo artist, but you know from back in your times with the Plantation Boys,
yes.
Yeah, how does that compare? And are you still cool with FaZe and
Blackface? Yeah. I mean, being solo is I would say is much easy, you know. It's easier, you know. We're still cool. We're still planning to do a couple of things, you know. But for now, it's on hold. But basically, it's easier being a solo artist than being in a group.
There's less opinions to deal with. You can.
Yes. It's easier, you know.
So now, you're an ambassador, is it for NAFDAC?
Yeah, NAFDAC.
Yeah, how did you get involved with that?
Is, you know, my foundation, and we keep talking about fake drugs and preaching about fake drugs, and you know, they kind of recognize my whole effort, and they decided to give me an ambassadorship. So now I'm ambassador for NAFDAC. So we do campaigns against fake drugs, against, you know, substandard products, you know. Yeah.
So what are the kind of things that you like to do, like in your time off? Like you said you like to be a free person, but what are some of the things that people may not know about 2Face that you like to do in his downtime?
Oh, in my downtime, let me see. I like to be in the studio a lot, but that's obvious. I mean, but apart from that, I like watching movies and I play video games. Yeah.
Do you follow? You're a football fan?
Yeah, I'm a football fan, but I'm not like a fan. I'm not like a fanatic. Fanatic. My team.
Yeah, or teams.
Man, my teams, they change every season. They change every season. Like I said, I'm not a fanatic. I mean, I love football, no doubt. I love football. I mean, good football, but I'm not like a diehard. Yeah. But my team is Ashao United.
A lot of people don't know what that means.
That is the winning team. No. Because, man, I don't like to give myself hypertension at all.
Yeah. I was like, you see, with the African market, it seems that there isn't the infrastructure in terms of stuff like iTunes. It seems like a lot of the phone companies are very prevalent. Yeah,
it's the phone companies. Yeah.
So for you as an artist, like, what would be your revenue streams then? Is it just like tours? Because obviously,
it's I'll put it like, you know, a list in order of where it comes from more. Tours, shows, gigs. That's the number one. Endorsements. You know, one or two downloads from, you know, phone companies, all those downloads, ringtones and stuff. Then record sales.
Record sales at the bottom.
Yeah.
Because it's always geared. That's where the label will take their money from.
Yeah, you know. But record sales is at the bottom because of, you know, the level of piracy, and, you know, the level of piracy. Okay. Now it's crippling, man.
Now, in terms of Nigeria being like you are one of the most prominent people, what's your whole take on things that are happening in the Delta region? You know, that whole issue, like
it's crazy. I mean, those kind of things basically happen because of poverty, and not poverty in the sense of, you know, basic infrastructure, just basic things. You know, nobody is saying you should come and build £10 million mansion for everybody. It's just the basic things: good roads, light, water, clean water, basic. And these things, once they're not there, all this kind of violence springs up.
Like
because you know, and it all comes down to corruption, acute corruption, and lack of regard for the masses.
Because the road issue is it's strange, because I hadn't gone to Nigeria for 10 years, and like the same road, like when I was like 15, was still bad when I came back as 25, and then the same issue with the whole power.
It's mad. It's absolute madness, you know. It's just madness. I mean, I don't know. It's just so unfortunate, you know. It's a shameful thing for, you know, for us to have so much. We're so rich. It's unbelievable. We're so rich. You know, too much wealth in the country. But, you know, to organize this wealth, some people just refuse to organize it. In short, if it is going to be organized, they sabotage the effort to organize.
Music-wise, in the future?
In the future, I mean, I'm definitely just going to continue doing good music, and, you know, I'll just you know build up my whole level, yeah, and then you know make things happen for younger guys.
But with the younger guys, just quickly, the likes of the Wizkid and the rest of them, like, how do you feel about the band? How do you feel about their movement now? And do you think they'll have to change their style to fit the Western world?
I don't think anybody has to change their style, you know, because one thing about music is it's universal. You know, it's universal. So I don't think anybody has to change their style. I mean, I think they're coming up strong, and I think they're all moving in the right direction. And I'm happy and I'm proud to be one of the people that, you know, sparked up this whole revolution now in music in Nigeria. You know, I'm proud to be one of the people that, you know, is part and parcel of it. So, more grease to their elbows, kudos, and we're going to form Voltron, because the more we are, the more power we're going to have. And that means the more powerful things we'll be able to do. You know, so... We're coming. Okay,
Mr. 2Face, thank you for your time, sir.
Thank you very much. One love, my people. They call me 2Face Idibia. Live, no shaking, man. Right here, right now. ADTV. Now so it be. That is to say, it is what it is. Thank you very much, man. Yes, sir.